Here's a riddle for you. How can systemic racism be a GOP problem when the Democrats control all of the systems in the black community? Go to Detroit, go to Chicago, go to New York. See, y'all, most politics is local. It's a concept called federalism applied to the Constitution. The federal government has limited powers in a whole lot of places. They just really just give money. But when you start talking about school boards, when you talk about police, talking about sheriff's departments, start talking about courts, judges, county jails, city jails, streets and garbage pickup, all that stuff's local. The local governments have a lot of power here in America. But what Democrats are very good at doing, they're good at deflecting. So when their socialist policies don't pan out, they will blame some Republican up at the State House or some Republican in Washington, D.C. Because the people down in the local areas are so ignorant when it comes down to how government functions, they buy it. So when you start talking about systemic racism, where's systemic racism? Where the police department? Democrats control them in big cities. Sheriff's department, Democrats control them too in big cities. Public education system, Democrats control them too in big cities. And every majority black area in America is controlled by who? The Democrat Party.
All right, that was Vince Everett Ellis's born as a sharecropper. You guys familiar totally with what that is?
Yeah, sure.
Used to be slaves, and then when they ended slavery, they were given an opportunity to be in a different type of job, and you could work and get paid, and it was just like an upgraded form of slavery. Needless to say, the man obviously didn't start on third base or start off in a great position, right, as success, but now he's obviously a successful person. The biggest thing from that, I don't want to get into the whole Democrat versus Republican of it all. I think there's a bigger conversation to be held as far as Democrat versus Republican, because essentially our community, the black community, is essentially giving our vote to the Democratic Party, and they don't really got to work for it, right? That's why you see the biggest issues right now getting argued on the left is trans rights, gay rights, illegal immigration, and anything against Donald Trump, right? But like, how does that help in any kind of way, right? What does that do for the kids in Chicago getting shot every weekend, right? And the biggest thing to look at is, and we already see, because it happens now, the biggest thing we do all the time is say, oh, evil Donald Trump is evil. Well, he just kind of broke down very clearly. The federal government only has so much power, right? And a lot of what they do is give money to cities to help with stuff. And as we can see from the experience of Donald Trump, which the Democrats are showing everybody in America this, so thank you. No, we don't have a dictator who can do whatever he wants, because even if we're doing stuff like following the law, like deporting illegals who are committing crimes in America, Democrats can call the judge and take them to court. So that's kind of weird, the amount of injunctions made by the courts for us to say that we live under a dictator and blame Donald Trump for everything because he's so evil. But they know with racism, they use racism to kind of get everybody black to join in because of the history of race in America. Yeah, it's pretty much like, he's racist, and everybody for some reason is still, I don't know, stuck with slavery trauma, I guess, and go, oh yeah! Donald Trump's a racist, so that means men can be girls, because he's racist. And it's almost like black people have decided, like, we don't have a voice. We're just gonna go along with whatever the Democrats said, because they said those other guys are racist. And we don't like racism,